in Kamikaze, Garland chooses, like Owen, I guess, in a way, to use regular stanzas of the same length. Perhaps that kind of regularity represents kind of the rigidity, that kind of rigid, strict, constant rules of honour and patriotism that the pilot was constrained by. So that kind of regular could reflect the rigid and unmoving rules of patriotism, and how kind of imprisoning that can feel and how that leads to conflict. And then kind of as if you look at the rhyme, there's not even really half rhyme in this poem. She chooses therefore to use free verse, so free verse is the lack of rhyme. It's free, and it perhaps echoes the freedom therefore that the pilot desires, that he wants, and that his daughter, the narrator, desires for him. That freedom from the imprisoning rules of patriotism. And she kind of uses both the third and the first person. She talks about he must have wondered when he looked down his head. Then she also talks about we children. We chatted and laughed until we too learned to be silent. And she moves between describing the thoughts of the daughter using third person and using her direct words in the italics part. And the italics part is in first person. These two voices highlight the power of war to echo across generations and stories. This is a really clever idea. But the fact that she uses both pronouns for him and pronouns for the children shows how war could travel across generations. So, various pronouns, first and third, to be the pilot plus daughter, show that war and conflict can be felt across generations, that conflict has the power to echo across generations, and the fragmentation, the kind of break between those two voices, could maybe represent that kind of fragmentation of the family. The family is not whole, it is fragmented, and the voices are not clearly told or heard.